John, the dust has settled on the Ross County win, looking ahead to Celtic at the weekend. But going back to Tuesday, nice to enjoy your first win over the Highland Derby rivals.
Yeah, especially up at Victoria Park. It's a nice arena. The surface is magnificent. We had a wee drizzle. We've got some good pace in our team as well, so it suited us, and we played very well from start to finish in all aspects of the game. For defending in midfield, counter-attack, keeping the ball retention, and absolutely delighted to win the match. With 3 goals, and could have been 1 or 2 more.
Billy played his 100th game and scored his 50th goal on Tuesday night. I just spoke to him there. David Raven scored his first goal for the club, so did Marley Watkins as well. Great stories from Tuesday night, but I think 1 to 11, it was very difficult to pick a man of the match, and even the subs who contributed to it was a real team effort.
Yeah, and it had to be like that, and it's going to have to be like that from now to the end of the season. One thing I will say, even at sitting in the dressing room at 2-0, we did stress the point that the next goal was the most important. And we had to make sure for the first 20-25 minutes of the second half we were at it. Ross County come out strong, and I think even at 2-0, I think Dino had a great save. I think he tipped one around the post, and that just settled us a little bit. But these things happen in games. You're not going to play a game of football where the opposition's not going to have a chance, and at times we were camped in, but it suited us because we could. I've said on numerous occasions that we're good on the counter-attack, and that was evident the other night there. But as you say, a real good team performance. Marley come on, scored his goal. A little bit disappointed that he was left out of the team, but we've been trying to keep it fresh and make sure that come final day, guys like James Vincent and Richie, they've all got that game time under their belt, that they're ready to go cup final day. So there's a wee bit of that in it, and touch wood, long may that continue, that in terms of always keeping your eye on that cup final, you're still doing the business domestically. Because
when you look at the bench you had on Tuesday night as well, a very strong bench, and 3 players come off the bench. Dramarco, Watkins and Ross all contributed as well. It's going to be tight for cup final places, and I suppose in a way for a manager it's good for you because everyone's wanting the cup final jersey, everyone's playing out their skins. Yeah,
and that's it, and we sensed that. We were hoping that was the case, and as the cup final's getting nearer, as you say, they all want to be in that starting 11. But as you say, it is a squad and a team performance. And if you just look at the semi-final, against Hearts, the effect that Nick had, it was his goal that took us into extra time. Carroll come on extra time and played his part. And these 3 guys that we just mentioned have possibly find themselves a little bit frustrated and disappointed that they've been left on the bench. But that's it. You pick it how you see it. And one thing about them is, once they're on the bench and you can see their disappointment, it's important that they become supporters of their teammates, and that's the case. That's the spirit it's here. And Marley coming on and getting his goal, come on fresh. We knew that, he would come on, and absolutely delighted for him.
The first of 2 trips to Celtic Park in March. First up at Celtic on Saturday. What are you expecting from Celtic? Obviously the 2-1 defeat they had on Tuesday night ended their unbeaten run. Fraser Forster's clean sheet record as well. A backlash or just the typical difficult Celtic side?
Well, it's both. It's a backlash. I had the privilege to play for that great club, and very rarely did I go back-to-back games defeated, and if they do get defeated, it's imperative that you get back to winning ways in the next game. But as you say, it'll give us a real good taste in the atmosphere for Celtic for Parkhead in a couple of weeks for the cup final. But we want to go there. It has to inspire you as a player individually, collectively. As you want to go on that stage, you want to go and play against the best players in Scotland, and you want to go and show them how good you are. And if that's about, if it's a mental, show your mental toughness, it does not faze you. It needs to inspire you. If you're a shrinking violet, you shouldn't be putting that Inverness strip on. We need to go up there, we need to stick together and get a right good go. And hopefully, if we do that, Celtic will know they've been in a game, and who knows, with the way we can go about our business, it might just go our way.
when we talk about Celtic's clean sheets, recently 4 clean sheets in the last 4 games for your own back 5 as well, and they've got that real solid unit again, which has given the likes of Aaron and Billy and James the ability to go and play their football. But great having that kind of solid back 5 again.
Yep, and there was a part of the game on Tuesday night. I think it was one of the strikers. I think it was Slew turned and hit one and put it right into the midriff, the big Dino, and I seen Richie running back having a right go. You're saying to yourself, they've kept a clean sheet for 4 games, but that's just the demands that they put on each other. But as I say, Dino would be the first one to put his hand up and say it's these guys in front of him. These guys in front of him would be the first one to say it's Dino's pulling off great saves. And then the job that Draper and Tangi's doing, just sitting screening and protecting in front, and the wingers coming in a wee bit narrow. They're all playing their part, and it's just nice that you're seeing a lot of the stuff we're working on the training pitch coming to the fore. We do a lot of stuff in terms of 1 and 2 touch passing, ball retention. We've started working on counter attack. That was evident the other night there. Just suck them in and just break up and get there quick. And I just felt, for a little bit more careful and a little bit with our final pass, a little bit more decisive with the final pass, that might have led to us scoring another 1 or 2 goals. But all in all, everyone I says to them after the match, every one of them, a lot of the players in that dressing room look like they're enjoying their football. They're on good form, they're in the zone, and keep yourself in the zone from now to the end of the season. What's the secret for that? I reckon the way you train, the way you conduct yourself, and the way you live your lifestyle. If it's football 24/7, even when you're resting and sleeping, I think the game comes easy, and hopefully that'll be the case from now to the end of the season.
Cheers, Sean.
Thanks so much. Cheers.